Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to The Longing. Day 395 today. It's Thursday? Thursday the 23rd of December. It's almost Christmas. That's exciting. It's almost a lot of things. You can put that on my gravestone. What such a profound comment that is. It is also... We are right in the middle of the Steam Winter Sale, which started a few days ago. I say a few days ago. I think it started yesterday. And I bought some games, because it's the Steam Winter Sale. I gotta buy some games. So I bought some games that were on my wish list, and they're all very good, and I am going to now talk about them. The first of them is a game called House. It is a weird little pixel art horror game, which I was recommended, or that someone recommended generally, when 12 Minutes came out. 12 Minutes is a time loop game where you kind of have to prepare. It's like a point-and-click adventure where you have to prepare for an intruder getting into your house, and you have to, solve the mystery of why the intruder's there, and, how to beat the game and how to stop a bunch of stuff from happening. I didn't think it was the best game from this year, and when it came out, I think maybe, a day or two later, then someone said 12 Minutes wasn't what I was expecting. It was kind of disappointing to me. If you're looking for a similar game that does a really good job of this weird psychological horror time loop thing, check out House. And I looked it up, and it was super cheap on Steam, but I didn't want to buy it at the time, so I put it on my wish list, and now I have it, and it's pretty good. It was originally a Newgrounds Flash game, I think. It was on Newgrounds at some point, I can tell you that much. And so it's kind of that style. It's all pixel art. It does have, it's not point and click. You do use like the arrow keys to move, but it does have the same stuff of combine bucket with water to get bucket of water. And so the puzzles come from you've got to figure out how to save all of your family members who die in tragic accidents, and also there's some weird ghosts. So you have to figure out how to like stop the ghosts, and then after a certain amount of time, your dad comes home. You play as a little girl. Your dad comes home and kills you. So you got to figure out how to put an end to that. And it's a fun little puzzle game. It's very small. There are, I'm trying to think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rooms in the whole game. And they all have, items in, and you can combine different items and to do different things to get different outcomes. I haven't beaten it, but I'm having a lot of fun. I have been streaming it to some friends, and they've been having a nice time too. Second game number 2, game called Proteus, which came out in 2013, and I know about it from Nerd Cubed. So that's the kind of from Nerd Cube's 2013 era. That was when he was big. That's sad to say. He's still big. I love that guy. But Proteus is a very, very nice little game. It's a first-person walking simulator, and it is actually a walking simulator because you can't do anything else. It's more of a looking at things simulator, or, I don't know, an experiencing nature simulator. There's not really a premise, but the gameplay, there's not really gameplay. You walk around an island, and it looks nice, and it sounds nice. That's about it. It's a nice little relaxing game where, you look at things and you kind of just experience the world through the visuals and the music. And it does, the visuals and the music are so good. The sound design and the music design is just so perfect. And on the mouse movement, then there's a slight drift to it, which kind of makes it more cinematic and more kind of relaxing. Your mouse movements aren't really jagged like, they are usually in first-person games. It's a really nice little game, and it's like $4. I think that I would recommend it. You should pick it up. Proteus with a T, because there is a game called Proteus with a D, which is like a first-person, fast-paced horror shooter, which is also on my wish list. I didn't buy it though, so don't mix them up though. Proteus is the one that I've played, and it's a very nice game. I am always an advocate of more artistic games. You know, I love this game, The Longing. I love Proteus, which is another one because it looks very nice, and you don't have to have a gun for it to be a game. I also want that one on my gravestone, please. Game number 3 I got is Severed Steel, which is a game that got a demo a little while ago, and I played the heck out of that. And then the game came out, and I went, I don't want to pay for it yet. But it's on sale now. That's the whole point of this video. So I bought it. It's a lot of fun. It's a fast-paced movement shooter with a real big emphasis on movement. You can't even like run around without dying. You have to be sliding, you have to be diving, you have to be wall running and double jumping. It's so hectic, but it's a lot of fun, and I really hope that I do get to put in the time to master it, because that will be so much fun to be able to like properly master all the mechanics and everything. I think I'll do it. It's not even like an easy to learn, hard to master thing. It's hard to learn. Shit's tricky. There are 100 buttons that all do a different move, and you gotta, you know, combine them all to not get shot. It's very good. It's very well designed. The guns are absolutely wonderful. They're so punchy. They sound great. They feel great to shoot people, which is what a video game gun should be, really. I definitely recommend it. I think out of all of the games that I've played, I recommend that one the most. Severed Steel. It's a lot of fun. And game number 4, which is the final game that I bought in the Steam Winter Sale, is Lego Builder's Journey, which is a game about building Lego. And that's about it, really. It's I don't want to say it's isometric, because you can move the camera, but it's kind of from that angle, and you get a little Lego scenario, and you have to put some Lego bricks down to solve a puzzle, or to navigate across the area, or to just... There's some bits where you just make something with Lego, which is very nice. And it is a very nice game. It's a very arty game, but it is very impressive what the developers have done with a video game. It looks like real Lego in real life. They've done some incredible work, and it's just very nice to play. Some of the puzzles aren't incredibly difficult. Usually there isn't too much that you can do, but because I think they've nailed the creativity of Lego, because you can there's often like more than one way of progressing through a puzzle, and it's very nice just to look around a little Lego world. The looks really are what sold me on it. I remember watching a trailer months ago for it and thinking, holy shit, this is the best looking game I've ever seen. And it's just, you know, some Lego bricks with a tilt shift effect on it. But it's also a video game. How do they make the video game look so good? Anyway, it's a very good game. I'm so glad I bought all 4 of those games. And I can't wait to play them over the coming weeks. That's it for today. Other than buying those games, I went to work. Work was fun. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Oh, in my advent calendar today, I almost forgot, there was a Christmas pudding, which we've not had for a little while, but that's the final small piece of chocolate was a Christmas pudding shape. Tomorrow, it'll be a big shape, and that's going to be exciting. I'm excited to see what it's going to be. But until then, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure, as always. I hope you've all had a really, really, really good day. And I will see you tomorrow